This is a 15-minute full body strengthening workout using the resistance band. It is suitable for all trimesters in pregnancy, but please check with your healthcare professional first. We're going to begin standing on the centre of your mat. Spread your feet about hip distance apart and take the band behind your back. Have your core engaged and your elbows bent up to 90 degrees. We're going to draw the shoulder blades back and engage the centre. Reach the arms out in front and open wide. Return and rest. Reach out, draw back, return and rest. So here we're really focusing on keeping that tall posture with your head lengthened up towards the ceiling. We're drawing the shoulder blades back and down behind you. Keeping that centre engaged throughout. Exhale and inhale. Draw the shoulder blades back, keeping them away from your ears. Now here we're going to take the band and place it underneath both feet. You want to stand in the centre of your band, and again about hip distance apart. Take some tension in the band and stand yourself up tall again. We're going to get ready for some knee bends with shoulder raises. So engaging your centre, hips facing forward, we're going to lower and rise tall. Exhale and inhale. So you want to keep your hips facing forward and keeping a space between your knees. And let's ensure that the knees don't go over the front of the toes. Pulling the band out to the sides and up to shoulder height. Exhale and inhale. Trying to maintain that neutral spine position or keeping a good straight back. Good, let's take the feet off of here and we're going to take it into a lunge position now. So we want the front foot on the band and the back foot quite a wide step behind you with the heel off the ground. We're going to do some lunges with bicep curls. So draw the shoulders back, lower and curl and rise. As you lower here, again, let's keep the knee behind the big toe. Imagine you've got a pole down your spine, keeping your back really nice and straight. Let's exhale to lower and inhale to rise. Keep your eye gaze facing forward and really curl those hands up towards your shoulders. Breathe out, breathe in. We're going to hold it here now, so endurance for the legs. Let's continue with those bicep curls. Breathe out, breathe in. Keep strong through the legs. And rise. Good work. From here, we're going to bring the back foot in slightly and plant it on the mat. Hinge forward at the hips, elbows bent to 90. We're going to do some tricep extensions. So you want to squeeze the arms back behind you and back to the start. You want to feel those shoulder blades drawing together and down behind you and working through the back of these arms. Always keeping your centre engaged to support your spine. Exhale and inhale. Okay, let's release from there. We're going to swap the feet around. Tension in your band, ready for our lunges with bicep curls. So spine straight, centre engaged, shoulders back. Let's bend down into the knees as we do our bicep curl. Let's exhale and inhale. So the shoulders and hips should both be facing forwards at all times. And we want to lower that back knee close to the mat if you can. Breath out, breath in. Good, let's keep curling those hands up towards the shoulders. Let's hold it here, and we're going to maintain those bicep curls now, keeping that intensity on your legs. Keep the center engaged and that spine tall. Breathing out, breathing in. Just about there, and rest. Let's bring the back leg in a little closer and hinge forward for our tricep extensions. Reach back and return. So you want to keep the elbows fairly close to your waist and only working from the elbow downwards. Squeezing those hands back behind you. Breath out, breath in. Good. Let's release from here. And we're going to take it into a roll down to come onto the mat here. So loosen off the shoulders with some nice big shoulder circles, just reducing any tension. Curl the chin towards your chest and gently curl forwards. Just go as far as you're comfortable to. Soften the knees and come down into sitting. We're going to start with a seated exercise here. So we want to place the band underneath the feet and wrap it into each hand. Sitting up really nice and tall on your bottom bones, engage your center and draw the shoulders back. We're going to perform an upright row. So drawing the elbows behind you and then releasing. You want to focus here on the shoulder blades coming back and down. And as always, keeping that center engaged. Think of the head lengthening up towards the ceiling. Good. Exhale and inhale. We're going to take it to the sides this time with a slight roll back as well. So just performing a small pelvic tilt where you roll off your bottom bones and turn to the side. Roll and twist. Sit tall, roll and twist. Looking in the direction of where you're going, this is really good for getting into those oblique muscles at the sides. But also still driving through those shoulder blades and correcting our posture. Breathing out, breathing in. Good, let's take the band away from there and we're going to tie it in a loop around the top of the knees. So you want to have your bands fairly tight for working hard, but make sure that you can still open your knees to about hip distance apart as a general guideline. You want to keep the bands just above the knees and we're going to lie down onto one side. So from here, make sure you've got a tiny waist gap underneath your lower waist. We're going to glue the feet together and lift them up to about hip height for our clam. So we're going to open that top knee towards the ceiling and lower back down. We're looking for control of that top leg. So smoothly on the way down. Let's keep your center engaged throughout so that we're still working through there too. Breathing out as we lift, breathing in as we rest. And try and keep the tension away from your neck and shoulders, so relaxed through the upper body. Good. From here, we're now going to extend the legs out so that we're in a straight streamline position here and our center is engaged. We're going to lift this top leg and lower. Lifting the leg as high as you can, but try not to let the lower waist press down into the mat. Breathing out to lift, breathing in to lower. And you want to think about pointing the toes on the way up and drawing them towards you to lower. This just gives really good length through your leg and a bit of a stretch on the way back down. Breathing out, breathing in. Good. Sit yourself up from here, and we're going to get ready to repeat that all on the opposite side. So get yourself comfortable on this side here, resting your ear on your arm, tucking those feet behind you, and having that lower space at your waist. The feet are elevated to hip height, and the centre is engaged, ready for clam. So we're opening that top knee and slowly lowering back down. Let's exhale to open and inhale to close. Maintaining a neutral pelvis as you do this, so you want the hips facing forwards so that we're only working through that top leg. Breathing out, breathing in. Good. And then we're going to do our single leg lifts once again. So extending the legs out long, we're going to lift the top leg and think about lengthening the leg away from you. So rather than just lift, think lift and lengthen. And as you lengthen the leg away from you, let's engage through your centre. Exhaling and inhaling. Let's keep maintaining a good upright posture as well, so the shoulder blades drawn back, head and neck relaxed. Exhale and inhale. Good work. Let's come up from there, and we're just going to slip the band off of your legs now and just place this over to one side. We're going to take a child's pose here just to release any tension through the lower back, and then bring yourself up onto your hands and knees. Have your hands slightly further forward than your shoulders, ready for some modified press-ups. So your shoulders are drawn away from your ears, your centre is engaged, and your back is straight. We're going to gently lower and rise back up. So only lower as far as your arms feel that they can carry you. We want to make sure the whole body moves with you here. Let's exhale as you lower and inhale, return. Keeping a neutral spine throughout. Breathing out, breathing in. Good. From here, let's sit our hips back over our heels. Take the hands behind you just to release any tension through the wrists. And then from here, come round into sitting. We're just going to take it into a hip stretch. So cross one leg over the other. Walk your chest closer towards the leg and lift up through your chest. And you should feel the stretch here around my right leg, or your right leg, and round your hip. Gently release and we'll swap over to the other side. So the same again, walk your chest closer to the leg, lift through your breastbone, and encourage that hip just to let go. Let's gently release. So let's sit cross-legged, facing the front, nice and tall. We're going to raise both arms up above you and fold one elbow behind you. This is just taking it into the triceps, the back of the arms. Let's add a side bend and a side reach. And then taking it right over to this side to really lengthen out all the way down that side. Stretch to the ceiling and let's swap the arms over. Tricep stretch, over to side bend, side reach, push away from you, and then come right down to the mat, lengthen that top arm over. Let's come back to the front and give the shoulders a real good shake out. Hands to the front for our chest stretch. So we're reaching forward and opening wide through the chest. Lifting through your breastbone, head lengthening to the ceiling. And that's us finished. I hope you enjoyed your workout. I'd love you to like, subscribe and share this with any pregnant friends. You can find more videos on my YouTube channel.